My name is Jeff.
Hey YouTube, it's your boy, your goy, B3, back with a bit of vlog action. Feeling good. I've actually been sick for like a straight week, like unable to even talk. In the last week, I've probably had enough food to equate to about 3 meals. Puked all of it up except for the one I ate today. I got myself the Longhorn at Longhorn Steakhouse. It's like a steak this big and an appetizer. And I kind of made that 2 meals just since I'm here out of town and I had a gift card. Still got a bit of a cough. Still got a lot of gunk. I'm also oddly sore and extremely tired because I'm coughing so much I can't sleep at all. Like when I'm sitting up like this, it's actually not that bad. Then I lay down and I'm just a wreck. But yeah, I had some crazy virus and it did not help with my schooling. So I'm at the end of a semester right now. Not only is it just the end of the semester, but it's the end of the arts section of my degree program. There are 2 sections. The arts section, which is like law and business, history, things like that. And then there is the sciences section, which is like microbiology, chemistry, embalming, things like that. It's a funeral sciences degree. So you have to get this degree before you can become a licensed funeral director, which was what I wanted to do originally, but I've been working in the business for several years now already in an unlicensed position, and business gets worse and worse, not only every year, but every month. Last month, I worked 2 days at that job. I have other ways to get income, thankfully, but 2 days at that job. This is a job that I used to be able to pay all my bills just with this job. Now I'm working 2 days a month. What's wrong? A lot of stuff's wrong with the business. The business is run by all these old dudes who refuse to change how they do anything to adapt to the changing markets. They refuse to adapt to cremation. They refuse to adapt to technology. They refuse to adapt to personalization. And honestly, I could do an hour-long video about why the funeral industry as a whole is doomed to fail. So then I thought, well, maybe I should go into cremation instead, because not only is the funeral directing side of the business going to be straight up gone in 20 years, but I'm not the healthiest person. I have a really bad back. Like a really, really bad back. Sometimes I work on my dad's farm for extra money. I do that for like 4 hours and then I'm done. Like I can't even walk. It's bad. Not only do I have a congenital fusion in the vertebrae that has fused parts of my spine together and directly pinches my spinal nerve when I move too much or too little, but guess what your 25-year-old homeboy also has? Degenerative arthritis in his neck. Yeah, that's actually a new discovery that we made a couple weeks ago. Because I also have chronic headaches. And the headaches aren't like too terribly painful, but they'll last like the entire day, almost every day. And eventually you're just like, I gotta go to the doctor because this is annoying as hell and I can't focus on anything. It's hard to sleep, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, the reason your head hurts isn't anything in your head or your blood. It's because your neck is screwed up, not your head. But that also affects my back. So heavy lifting is like something I really just can't do anymore already at 25 because I'm pathetic. But it could be worse. It could absolutely be worse. So I've got that. I'm working on that. I have pills for that, like nerve pills now, like because I'm an old man who's dying every day, just a little more every day. And then cremation, I was thinking about that. And then I was like, I don't want to own a business. That's another real reason that I was looking for kind of a career change, because it seems almost like the only way to make money in the funeral business is to own a business. And I don't want to own a funeral home because that's going to turn out to be a fucking money pit. I'll lose money if I buy or make a funeral home. I'll straight up lose the money. It's going to go badly. Open a crematorium, that makes more sense. But I've actually done a lot of business running stuff recently. Very long story that involves both my father's business and him opening like a new car garage thing, and also projects for the arts section of my degree, which we'll get towards later. And owning a business is just such a stress and liability, and I've decided that I'm just the type of person who wants to work their 8 hours and then go home to their family and friends and their big fat cat and then just watch tokusatsu and do their dumbass taxes. Yoshikage Kira wants to live a quiet life, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, funeral job where I won't have to get up at like 3 a.m. to do backbreaking work and don't have to own a business. And then I really left one job. And then a professor gave a big presentation about this job, and it actually really sold me hook, line, and sinker. Check this out. Pre-need salesperson. Selling funerals to people before they die. I actually pitched this to my family, and they were like, that's fucking stupid. You'll never make money doing that. And then a week later, my mom was like, I just saw a job listing for pre-need salesman. 45 minutes from our home, $80,000 a year. Yeah, and the demand's going up for pre-need because people are getting smart about that cush. People are getting smart about their funeral arrangements now. They want more personalized funeral arrangements. That's what I was saying earlier, personalization. Pre-need is integral to that. Plus, that's like a big insurance skill. So I think after I get this degree, instead of getting the license that goes with the degree, I'll get, which would be the funeral directing and embalming license for the state of Georgia. I'm going to get the Georgia insurance license. I won't get both because I don't think there's almost a way for me to get the license, because I have to have this apprenticeship for like 18 months, which is a full-time job. And the load of my schoolwork is so high that I can't do it now. And I actually tried to apply to do it now, and I was just going to take half as many classes during the semesters, but no one is hiring an apprentice because no one can afford to hire full-time jobs because the funeral industry is doing so poorly. Not that I could do the job anyways, because my back is useless. I can't lift 400 bodies off the ground. I can't carry all these caskets. I can't do it. I physically am incapable of doing it. And I have to also pass 2 very large, very hard national board exams, which I actually think I could do. I think I could pass those board exams easy because I actually do very well in school. I think I would do very well on the national board exams. For my state, it's just the apprenticeship that really has my balls, just my big fat fucking tits. Oh, that's my dick. No, it's not. I'm not funny, which is why my job is one where I have to be sad. You see, like, I don't have to pretend to be happy at my job like other people do, which is pretty cool. So funeral pre-need salesman is my current goal. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Going to keep going for the degree. Going to finish the degree. If I have the time and money, then I should be done in 3 more semesters. That's about a year. So next semester, I'll either take 3 science classes, or I'll take a science class and an accounting class. Depends on the time and money, because the 3 science classes is going to be insane. I'm going to have to study for 6 hours every day, 7 days a week, just like I did have to do this semester with 2 arts classes and a science class. I'll have to 3-hour commute to the classes, stay in a hotel 1 night a week, just like I am now. But if I do the 2 classes, I don't think I'd have to attend physical class at all, because it would be a very specific science and accounting 3, and those are all online. So that's pretty cool. But I am actually very close to the end of my degree. I finished the arts section with flying colors. Actually, it's not finished because I take my last final for one tomorrow. But the way that class is set up is the final exam is just a regular test grade. It's not a gigantic grade because the arts classes have big final projects instead of final exams. The school just requires the professor to give a final exam, but it's just weighed as a regular test. Whereas my final projects are 30% of my grade each. So in my small business for funeral service class, I had to do this big book report, give a presentation, etc., etc. And I did that. I did well, made a 95. Very good. I'm actually really confident when it comes to book reports. I think I do a very good job on book reports. I do excellent, just writing papers I'm really good at. And then there was my funeral service management and directing final project, which is the hardest project I've ever done for a class ever. It was insane. You would not believe what I had to do for this project. I basically had to design my own funeral home. I had to make all the forms and price all the merchandise. I had to be FTC compliant. I had to make a PowerPoint presentation. I had to write a paper. I had to plan my own pre-need. I had to write obituaries and death notices. I had to go across the state to different funeral homes and get forms and do interviews, and it was wild. And I was super stressed about it, so stressed about it. In fact, I think that's the reason I came down with this virus. The stress weakened my immune system so much, and I caught this super, super crazy virus the day before I had to present not only this giant final project, but also my book report. Same day. So I was in this same hotel Tuesday, just puking my fucking brains out, And I emailed my professor and I was like, I literally cannot speak. I open my mouth, words will not come out. If I'm in this shape tomorrow, I cannot present. But the next morning, I could speak. I was still puking, but I could speak. So I gave both my presentations. Did I puke during those presentations? Once. Very mild puke. I did have to take a break and let someone do their presentations between both of mine. And then the craziest part was that I made a perfect score on that presentation. The book report was a 95. The biggest, hardest project I've ever done for a class was a perfect score, and I was so proud. I just had to brag about it on the tube, on the friggin' tube, dude. On the friggin' tube, on the YouTube, on this failing website, dude. On this website where they pull the ad revenue all the goddamn time. You know I had to brag about it on the tube. on the friggin' tube. So, to sum it all up, school seems to be going well. As long as I can keep my finances in a good place, which is one reason why you haven't seen like any comic book hauls or action figure haul videos recently, is because I just can't afford all these hobbies right now. I still get some trading cards, but that's because my friends and I all have a game night and I constantly play trading cards with them. But even lots of the trading card videos that you see are my friends' trading cards, so they aren't even my cards. And lots of the ones that are mine, I just sell after I make the video. I just sell the ones I don't need. So school's going well. Work is a different story. They refuse to call me into work because business is so poor. I have to find a new job. I'm trying to get like a data entry job, or maybe like Amazon online or something. Something where I can set my own hours so that I can do it around schoolwork. Because if I don't have a job that I can do around schoolwork, I'm just gonna have to like fucking live in my car. And I don't think my cat and turtle would like that. In fact, it would probably kill my cat if we moved into my car. So, can't do that. Actually, that wouldn't work anyways, because I'd get behind on car payments and then I'd lose my car. So, that wouldn't work anyways. Haha. Look at him smile like it's a funny joke. It's not a joke. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. I'm also going to have a video about Toku King coming soon, because the first episode of Toku King is going to drop after I take my last 2 finals. What? I'm going to finish recording the first episode of Toku King soon? And once my finals are done and this semester's all wrapped up and I'm on my big long break, the first episode of Toku King is going to go live? Is that what I'm hearing right now? That's absolutely true. There will be a vlog about Toku King before it goes live. Thank you all once again. See y'all later.